wine so that they sleep during our search.
It's a proven technique, and I can assure you they do not sniff the wine before drinking it.
Right. Let's get some sleeping pills. Then we'll go see Dieter.
Так, всем привет. Что нам, 4 зелья сна надо, да? Так, у кого они там могут быть? Они могут быть торговцы.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen any...
О, как раз. Мне, правда, 3 надо. Ладно, возьму 4.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Че там? Заручиться с помощью Дитера, владельца борделя. Угу. Че, вроде как таверна. Дитер, ты где там? Угу, понятно.
Yes, why? You looking to have a good time?
It seems like you're sending girls and wine to the harbor office every night.
So, there's no law against that, is there?
No, and I'm not here to stop you.
Listen, Dieter, we just wanted to add a secret ingredient to your wine tonight.
What? Are you joking? Are you trying to slip a laxative in it?
We were thinking more of sleeping pills. Nothing bad, you see.
Listen, I have nothing against a little prank, but I can't risk losing my best customers.
Captain Vasco is very influential among the Nords. Maybe he could help expand your excellent clientele even further.
If you accept, I could arrange for your agreement to come to fruition. In San Mateus, for example.
After such a blow, I may well win a deal in San Mateus, but I'm pretty sure I'll lose the one I already have. You will have to find another way to perform your little joke. Sorry.
It looks like my plan has fallen apart.
I'll have to be discreet.
You should dress like a knot, and maybe take a haze potion.
Yes, good idea.
Yes, why? You looking to...
About the joke we told you about.
Do not
Одеться нафтом. Ой, мне осталось... Какой значок у нафтов? Синий, да? Ну, так я, в принципе... У меня одеты керасы нафтов. Если только плащ, наверное, снять. Надо было бабла ему дать сразу. Так, по карте, по карте.
Be better if you go there at night. It will be much more discreet. We can wait here if you're ready.
I'm ready. We just have to wait for nightfall. All right, it's dark enough. It's time to move.
I'll wait here as planned. I can't risk getting caught there.
Don't worry. I'll make sure not to hurt anyone.
Good luck, Disardy.
Проникнуть в порт, в контору капитана порта. Так, ну они вроде видят, что я свой.
Oh, damn. What's that bloody key again?
Сейчас он отойдет. А вон ключ.
Oh, if I don't find that key, I'm gonna get my arse kicked again.
Стоп. А куда он пропал? Странненько. Ладно.
Locked.
Oh, if I don't find that key, I'm gonna get my arse kicked again.
Так, что-то игра совсем, короче, разглючилась. Чувак пропал, дверь не открылась. Украсть досье. Досье Васко. Что-то как-то не особо насчет меня парятся. Да, вот это стелс.
I was able to recover your file, Vasco. And nobody saw me.
Wonderful. You did everything perfectly. So,
Привет, кто на
let's
стриме.
see what this file can tell us. So I was right. My real name is Leandra, son of the Darcy family from Serene. Nobles, I suppose.
Yes. I must admit, I had no idea they'd given a son to the Nords.
To think that I spent my childhood polishing ship bridges when I could have been wearing silk.
I'm sorry for you, Vasco, but growing up in nobility is not as simple as it sounds.
Really? Well, whatever. I've learnt my real name thanks to you, and that's what I wanted.
Leandra Darcy. I remember coming across a Darcy at my uncle's court. Your brother, no doubt.
My brother? What was he like?
It was a long time ago. We were children. I couldn't tell you what he looks like today.
A brother? I wonder if we are alike despite our completely different lives. Thank you for sharing this and for telling me about him. You gave me back my identity. This is more important than the Nords care to admit.
Все. Репутация, Васко, симпатия. Так, ну что, теперь по квестам, наверное, да? А, арена еще у нас. На исследование господина этого, ладно? Дождаться, пока Курт соберет сведения о призрачном полке. Выполнение основного задания. Необычный союз. Ну, давай необычный союз как раз. Так, где наша резиденция? У нас точка это открыта, поэтому, я думаю, сразу туда можно прыгнуть. Не туда. Так, плащ надо обратно нацепить. Перчатки еще. Опять же выносливость. Так, деревня. Угу. А у меня, по-моему, есть, да, старая сабля. Из Альсада 300. Ща, посмотрим. Ну да, вон она. Это древняя кавалерийская сабля. Блин, 310. У меня монет тогда не останется. Бушлат. А кожаный плащ можно продать. Бушлат матрос тоже можно. И хлам весь заодно. Что у нас по талантам, по навыкам? 4 очка у меня есть. Ну, это мне не надо. Я могу, в принципе... Может, одноручку немного вкачать. Хотя не, надо полностью все-таки. Усиливает действие яда, если на оружие нанесен ядовитая ловушка. Ой, так, у меня характеристики тут есть. Не знаю пока насчет характеристик. Пойдем дальше, там потом узнаем, как наносить. оружием. Всякие яды, ловушки эти, что будет очень полезно.
Ulan, I see that the governor of Hikmet's emissary is already here.
He is. And I am very thankful that you succeeded in organizing this meeting. I am full of hope for the future.
We are very grateful as well, Your Excellency. However, if you could leave us, I am sure you can understand that the discussion we are about to have must remain confidential.
Naturally. I hope that you will reach an agreement.
Дождать конца переговоров. Есть тут костер? Да. Ну ладно, пойдем к своему костру. Как бы на эту деревню сейчас не напали. Давай до рассвета как раз. Чтобы по теме не бегать.
So, have you reached an agreement?
Our discussions were very fruitful. However, we are faced with a problem.
Really?
Our peace treaty depends on the ability to exchange freely.
And Chief Ulan has warned me that our merchants would be at risk of being attacked by the neighboring clan.
Mordoon, the chief of the village of Igugsob, is at the Nea Exragao. He is among those who think that the people of your island are only here to take from us. But his village would also benefit from this agreement. If you could convince him to meet us, we could reach an understanding, allowing the caravans to pass through his territory.
Without this, I am afraid we would not be able to make a commitment. Peace and trade are linked. If our merchants risk their lives coming here...
I am sure that you will manage to convince him that the Renaigse are not all bad.
I can try, at least.
Redar, we will wait here and hope that you will manage to reason with him.
Организовать встречу Улана Мартуна. Так, а у меня есть по карте-то? Как туда? Ну, побежали тогда. Открывать точку. Да ладно, процент просто золота бы брали через свои земли. Все ништяк было бы. Сюда еще бы сходить. Ну, чисто там такая жопа, сейчас не по моему уровню. Что-то даже подраться не с кем. Пустая локация. Они что-то треспиться должны, мобы-то. Ой, по прямой. А, ну вон есть кто-нибудь. Кто-то. Волк, что ли?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Ну, вроде они не так уж и много хп потеряли. Мне кажется, танк был бы лучше, если бы был в команде. Все там собрал. Угу. Значит, только сюда. Гаденыш. Что фотографирую. А, нет, вот она, все, нормально. Так, сейчас, секундочку. А, ее нельзя будет, да, смастерить-то? В смысле, улучшить. Так, стоять. Как мне, допустим, накинуть яд? Привязать. Я вот реально не понимаю. Как-то же можно накинуть, раз у меня есть перк на это. Позволяет покрывать оружие алхимическими препаратами, которые дают дополнительные эффекты при атаке. Это дозы. Ядовитые ловушки усиливает. Больше урона стихийной ловушки. Магическая ловушка. А, надо сначала вот это открыть. Открыть справку. Блин, здесь не то. Это где-то в тактической паузе должно быть. Так. Сюда залезть можно?
I need a bit of practice.
Какой 5-й уровень
I need a bit
энергичности?
of practice.
Долина Великой Битвы. Значит, надо думать, как все-таки сделать в тактической карте. Наложить. Ой, накладывать на ловушки. Так, что я хотел? Мастерская. Вот так вот. Чтоб перевес потом не поймать. Да ладно, чего вы так переживаете-то? Раскричались лисички. Не нравится мне музыка. А, ну вон они стоят, да. И хрен с ними. А, может быть, подожди. Действие оборудования. Нет. Так это тоже не работает. Во. Парализующее покрытие, ядовитое покрытие. Ну, я же говорю. Все, понятно. С ними все равно придется драться, да? Блин, они сильные. Давай. А. Только не надо было на ружье. Так, Сиора, да, по башке больше всего получают. О, не-не-не, на тех вообще пока не лезем. Они броневые. О, здесь алтарь есть. Но он под защитой у тех вот. Или нет? Если мы еще... Ой, это ловушка. Ну ладно. Не трогали хиллера нашего. Ну, вроде норм залупили их. Так, где там алтарь, кто у нас должен быть? Во. Халява. Опять, да, эти гиены. Стихийное покрытие. А, это оружие нельзя. Сейчас. Туплю. Вообще наносит. По 63, блин, это вообще так, конечно. Вот это я понимаю. Ну давай. Все у нас. Или слабенько у нас. Я думаю, что силы принимать? Да, фехтование мне еще качать и качать. Ну или тогда на боеприпасы. Надо крафт делать просто какой-то безумный. Что у меня их там осталось-то? 16. Зельем у нас. А, зеленое сообщение выставлено. Так не пойдет. 26 штук. Во, другое дело. Это у нас другую область. Принял. Казалось, что там вода светилась. Вот выше. Выше, выше.
What are you doing here, and I say? Your kind are not welcome in my village.
What can you tell me about your village?
Why would I talk to a Renaigse about the Googsop? All you need to know is that this name means the village of Black Urgs. They are our friends and our companions, and like them, we do not like to be disturbed.
I see.
Anything else?
Ulan, the king of Vignamri, wants to establish a trade agreement and sign a peace treaty with the governor of Hikmet.
This sounds like something he would do. All he ever thinks about is picking up the crumbs left behind by the Renaigse. All of that in hope of breathing new life into his village, while insulting the memory of the deceased men and women who lived there.
Hikmet's emissary will only sign if their merchants can move freely and in peace. They want to meet you.
I am not like him. I am a Donea Exregau, a proud man, not a slug. The Renaigse cannot be trusted. They are deceitful and only seek to trap us.
На 75%. Или можно дать слово Сиоре, она точно его говорит, но будет там минус репутация. Ну, 75%. Да нормально, что не поздно, здорово. Давай.
The Donea Exregau I have met were fearless, and yet you are running away from a mere meeting. By refusing to negotiate, you are only showing weakness, nothing else.
Not Freddy. The worst part is that you are right. I cannot refuse this meeting without appearing weak. Fine. I will meet Ulan and his emissary. But I will not go to his village. Tell them to find me at Landristel. I will be there in a few hours.
I will tell them right away. Thank you, Mordun.
You really know how to talk to people. I never thought you would be able to convince Mordun. His anger towards the Renaigse is so strong.
Что, даже репутацию не получу от нее. Она же типа мной дал. Так, мне нужны боеприпасы. Трутовик, настоящий же сырая железная руда. Окей. Чистая сырая 33. А что там трутовик? 11 или 3, да? Какой там настоящий или щетинистый был? Я не помню. Настоящий. О, вообще прям достаточно. И сырая железная руда. Еще 6. Ну, хотя бы так. Все остальное мы в ящик скидываем. Да? Это можно продать. Хлам нам не нужен. Смотри, а здесь уже нету, да, этой сабли. А, не, вот есть. Давай купим ее. Но все-таки как-никак получше будет. А, и она сразу оделась уже, да? Кто у нас там сейчас с саблей ходит? Держи. Все же лучше, чем у тебя есть. Рапиру мы его себе оставим. Может пригодиться. Ты гамма, что ли, там? Блин, да бывает. Я там, например, вообще противников не вижу.
You really are an accomplished negotiator and diplomat, Your Excellency.
I knew you would succeed. Thanks to you, the whole region will be at peace.
Do you know where this place is, Ulan?
Of course. In our language, Lanristel means glade of promises. It is a sacred place, one whose peacefulness must be respected. It bodes well.
In that case, we should go there at once.
Yes. I will follow you. Come back to see me soon. And if luck is on our side, we will celebrate peace together.
Ulan is acting strangely. I do not trust him.
I suddenly feel the urge to go to Lanristel. I hear it looks wonderful this time of year.
And if we want to see this encounter, we should leave now.
Да, когда звук лагает, это вообще, конечно, очень неприятно. А, это прямо вот на этой полянке. Оп-оп-оп. Ресы. через 5 часов. Если они там друг друга уже не поубивали. Блин. Ну, видишь как. Слишком много времени прошло. Все-таки временные квесты.
So, how did the negotiations go?
They were stained with blood and fury. Mordoon has attacked us. He wanted to kill the emissary of Hikmet.
I find that hard to believe. Mordoon was a man of his word.
And yet that is what happened. The Googsob warriors rushed us as we arrived at the meeting point. Thankfully, the emissary's bodyguards were there. They saved our lives. As for Mordoon, and the Wurst Tire, his treachery cost him his life.
This is baffling. He really seemed to be willing to negotiate.
His heart and the Ulg he lived with were alike. Black and wild. But do not worry about it. The emissary agreed to a peace treaty and a trade agreement with my people nonetheless. You are now a Karans of Ignamri. And should you seek it, you will always have our assistance. Anything else?
Да не, все, не надо.
I must go.
Бывают такие катки, да, согласен. Когда в одном раунде там разносишь всех, а в другом сливаешь. Здесь уже 3 очка надо. Так, можно попробовать сюда вот еще дойти. Предложить Васку помощь. А чё Васка-то? Что случилось?
Desarde, I'd like to know more about my family. I need to know what became of them. Could you accompany me to see Lady Mirange? I'm afraid that without you, she may refuse to give me any information.
All right, Vasco. Let's go see Lady Loreen Mirange.
Так, это у нас в городе. Без звука. Без звука, по-моему, еще хуже, нет? Так, где я дом-то?
Good day, Lady Mirange. Do you remember me?
Of course. Sir de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
Да нормально пролагает. Будьте хороша.
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful, but I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Don't worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
Да, не надо, наверное.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Что мне еще у тебя спрашивать?
Come closer, good people.
Так, это с другой стороны дома.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madam Clerc?
We would like to meet with your associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastien? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business, well...
Так, это что у нас, интуиция, да? А, интеллект.
I've got a hunch that your associate has brought you more problems than benefits. What would you say if I offered you some gold to compensate for your losses?
I see that you understand the struggles of a simple merchant. He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients, but I didn't receive any news from him after his departure. And given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find him in the Alchemist district. I'll write this down.
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. With Bastien, anything is possible.
Thank you, madam.
Ну, опять нам туда, да, надо? А, и найти мятежников.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the...
Сейчас два квеста сразу тогда сделаем, получается. У меня есть одна характеристика. Куда ее? Все буду в меткость пока. Переместиться. Переместиться в город, да? Окрестности Хикмета. Что-то долго грузится. Где там, интересно, лагерь разбойников должен быть? А, вот они где. Так, сейчас налево и по прямой. Научная лаборатория наместника. Ну-ка, я вот это сломать могу? Могу.
If you come to do business, you should go upstairs. I am but a poor underling.
Hello, sir. Is this the house of the man called Farad?
It is I. What can I do for you?
We're searching for Mr. Darcy. He was supposed to come here to do business.
Yes. Yes, he did come here, but I don't know where he is. To be honest, our exchange did not exactly go as planned. And if you are his associate, or a member of his family, know that you owe me a large sum of money.
How so?
Well, this Darcy fellow came here to take the shipment, and he was supposed to deliver me a promissory note.
Which never arrived, I imagine. How could you let him leave with your merchandise without payment?
Well, he's the son of a very well-known family. I did not deem it necessary to try and obtain more guarantees.
What if something happened to him?
Nothing happened. At least I don't think so. Why should that concern me? I'm not his brother. He owes me money, and I do not have the slightest idea of where he might be.
I suspect that you're not telling us everything.
Oh, come on. If you have not come to repay his debt, leave me alone so I can work in peace.
Так, ну и чё? Прочитать бумаги господина Верхама. А где они? Так, на континенте. Это не то. Где эти бумаги-то?
I already told you that I do not know where this man is. Leave me alone.
А, вот.
Greetings. If you have come to do business, head upstairs, if there's any business left to do.
Why do you say that?
They haven't been paying me, and I've had to work with cheap ingredients for weeks.
Have you heard of a man called Bastian Darcy?
It would be difficult not to. His name is the only thing my boss talks about. Apparently, he did not pay for one of our shipments and still left with the goods. And now my boss makes me work twice as much to compensate for his losses. With ingredients I wouldn't even feed to a pig.
And what did your boss do?
Well, he spent every waking hour cursing his name. That's how I learned about it.
Ну да, Ор, наверное, такой стоит со второго
I
этажа.
create and prepare complex potions. Not simple health potions, but far more subtle things.
And if I'm not mistaken, Things are not going the way you would want them to.
The boss has always been difficult, but ever since he got ripped off, it has been a living hell. I work using leftovers thrown away by all the other alchemists, while listening to him screaming at me and everyone else all day. This is no way to live.
How can a brilliant, conscientious alchemist keep working here? I am certain that any great laboratory in town would welcome you with open arms. So why continue protecting your employer?
This position may not be the most rewarding these days, but it wasn't always like this.
We'll leave you to your work.
How...
Так, друг мой, меня очень огорчили известия о неприятностях, в которые вы попали из-за Бастиена Дарси. Я слышала, что этот молодой человек безответственен, но даже подумать не могла, что он бесчестен. Увы, ждать от этой семьи возмещения убытков придется очень долго. Письма на континент идут медленно, впрочем, можно не полагаться на почту, а пригласить сборщиков долгов. Надеюсь, вам удастся найти решение. Добиться признания.
You again. I already told you...
You may not know where he is, but you did everything you could to find him, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Does this document ring a bell? You hired some debt collectors to find Mr. Darcy.
How dare you rummage through my belongings?
You could have taken legal action and retrieved what you were owed, but you sent some killers instead.
I doubt the governor would approve. Do you want us to tell him about it?
No. But please, understand me. The Darcy family is on the continent. It would take months for them to reply to my complaint. What other solution was there? My shop will not survive this.
Tell us who these debt collectors are and we'll take care of it.
They loiter in an alleyway of ill repute, not far from here, in the Science District.
That's what I feared. Probably a bunch of cutthroats. If Bastian survives...
If he survives, remind him of what he owes me.
Ох, как же ты надоел тут своим долгом. Так, еще тут где-то дверь ученого была. Зачем взрывать это надо было? Все равно ничего нет. Научная лаборатория на месте. Что-то совсем пусто. Так. Найти сборщиков долгов.
Have mercy! Have mercy! I will repay everything, I swear. This is nothing.
Hey, you! Leave this man alone!
What do you want? No one asked you for your opinion, so get lost.
Maybe he's friends with the weakling.
Maybe. In any case, it seems like he wants to share his fate.
You think I'm afraid? I've fought uglier people than you.
Vasco, let me try to take care of this. How much money are we talking about? You're here to collect a debt, right?
Between what he owes our client and our commission, it's a hefty sum. But if you want to pay in his stead, my lord, please do.
200 монет. Да, блин, вы издеваетесь. Давай.
Here, take this and leave.
Thank you, my lord. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Come on, we'll leave you with your weakling.
I hope I never cross paths with you again.
Thank you for your intervention. I thought these brutes would kill me.
Don't mention it. It's only natural.
But how did you end up in such a situation?
Oh, I'm certain someone like you, who belongs to high society, will understand. There is a game table here that is attended by the best of the aristocracy. I lost the money I owed to that merchant while playing there. And since I got out with a few other debts, I had to leave the merchandise as repayment as well. But that's a mere trifle that my father would have paid for without thinking twice. I never would have thought that someone would send these types of brutes after me. What a lack of tact.
Мозгов у тебя нету,
I'm extremely
чтобы
grateful
так
to you.
думать.
To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Captain Vasco. Naught and sea given. It was a pleasure, sir.
Типа проиграл все и думает, что с рук сойдет. Нормально.
Thank you, Desade.
My pleasure. But why didn't you tell him who you were?
But I did tell him. I was stupid. I resented everyone, and you even more, for the life I didn't get to live. You had it all, everything I thought I was entitled to. But after seeing Bastion, I realized that in the end, I was exactly who I wanted to be. A naught, and a proud one at that.
I'm glad to hear it. No more regrets?
No more regrets. And I certainly don't regret not being called Leandra Darcy.
Репутация плюс 4. Дружба. Итого 12 уровень, да? Ну, чуть-чуть не хватило до 12. Так, попробуем еще вчерашнюю локацию. Найти мятежников. Чтобы нам не бежать. Боеприпасы, хорошо.
Greetings. I have all the potions you could. We also sell ingredients, and we.
Оп, а что тут можно сделать? А, ну это здесь у тебя... Ты сам не можешь алхимией заниматься. Можешь из ресурсов. Так, я пробежал, что ли? Нет. Так, лагерь у заставы. Лагерь у заставы. Надо было, правда, сюда еще сходить, но ладно. Просто вчера они какие-то злые были, а я так немного побегал, качался. Может, удастся на 11 уровне-то. А, можно еще на арену сходить. Там сколько у меня? 2 боя, по-моему, осталось. Четвертый и пятый. Что там туман такой? А, я их обошел. Все понятно. Здесь еще один лагерь. Ну окей. Так, оборудование. Блин, ловушек нету. Это плохо. Погнали.
Why was this man's body arranged like that? There's something in his pocket.
Нормально, так быстренько их уничтожили. Еще одна, да? Еще один навык. Давай уже ветку эту туда закончим. Будем переходить на саблю. Боюсь, это путешествие станет для меня последним. Мы были очень осторожны, дабы даже питались холодной едой, чтобы не жечь костров по ночам. И все равно я чувствую, что за нами кто-то следит. Боюсь, на нас могут напасть любой ценой.
But whoever attacked him decided to drag him here and feed him to the wild beasts.
The Donea Extragao do this as a sort of scare tactic. This is a message for other merchants.
Там разве есть что-нибудь? А, ну да, нам туда и надо. Можем, в принципе, даже не обращать внимания. Ага, не буду там забираться, понятно. Все? Только сказал, смотри, сколько хп вообще. Сразу убили его. Смотри, какой чувак там стоит. Даже не один. Небольшой трехствольный пистолет. Давай посмотрим. Ну, качество, конечно, да, у него лучше. Можно его заточить на пробивание брони. Блин, оставим, пригодится. Или вот этому ему дадим. А, у него меткость 3, точно. Обломчик.
poison on my blade. Then let's go! You can ward off this fate!
A patrol. We're close to the target.
Сундучка у них тут нету. Вроде нету.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Заруби. Чё ты смотришь? Музыка стрёмная. Пещера.
This obstacle was deliberately placed here. I think we're on the right track. Their camp must be nearby. We must find a way to pass.
Не надо ничего думать. В принципе, там можно было обойти. Перчатки резчика по камню. Сапоги бойца. Медальон защиты от стихий. Все это можно продать. Здесь ресурсов нет. По сути, вот их лагерь уже, да, должен быть. Чё-то только их не видно.
Here's the camp of the rebel natives.
А, вот он.
The standing men called themselves Donea Extragao. Please, let's try and talk to them. I do not want to fight with my brothers without trying to reason with them first.
Ну давай попробуй. Вразумить их.
Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I only wish to speak to your leader.
I am the leader of this camp, Renaikse. And who might you be?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
The congregation. Are those the Lugaid Blau? The yellow eyes?
It's possible, yes. We live in the city south of the island.
That's right. We hold no grudge against your people. Talk. I'm listening.
I've come to speak to you about your attacks against all those who take the road to Hikmet.
The Lions only got what they deserve. They have captured many of our people. We must release them.
That's the price of war. If you fight, You risk men being taken prisoner.
I'm not talking about warriors, Renaikse, but villagers kidnapped in our villages. They mainly attack on all Menawi, those carrying the mark of the bond like you. They capture them, and we never see them again. We don't know what they are doing to them, but we are going to release them.
I see. But our merchants have no role in this. They are not warriors. So why kill them?
They brought food and weapons back to our enemies. We could not let them pass. If your merchants had fled, we would not have pursued them. But they resisted, so they died. The city of Loyans is no longer to receive food or weapons. Nothing.
In that case, I'm sorry to tell you that you've failed. The road is not the only way to transport goods. Many things are transported by sea.
Listen, if what you told me is true, I fully understand why you're fighting. I'm even ready to help you clear up these disappearances. As long as you spare our merchants.
You no longer need to worry about it. That was our last attack. Our troops are ready. And soon we will make the Loyan pay for the harm it has brought upon us.
What are you talking about?
Soon, the Donea Extragao will march together, and we will free our brothers.
Ой, я даже не знаю. Но этой бабе не понравится. Да, нападем на
I'm sorry,
мятежников.
Chief, but I cannot let you do that.
So you finished talking and you want to fight now?
You leave me no choice.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Let's see if you can learn off this feint.
А по сути другого выбора у нас и не было. Господи, как они живут так с 3 монетами? С 2. Сундучка у них тут нету. Что это вода? Такая вода чистая. Офигеть. Нет, не будешь забегать, ну и ладно. А вот и сундук. Фигня какая-то зеленая.
These people preferred to die than fall to the Alliance.
The Donea Extragao fight, as my mother did, to free our people from the lions. And now, they are ready for a great battle. I hope they will not end up like my clan.
I have to admit that the story of this attack is concerning. We should talk to Captain Reinhild about it. We can also inform him that the convoys will now be running smoothly.
Что у нас по патронам? 61. куда нам? На ближнюю заставу. Ну, пойдем пёхом. Телепортов там все равно нету. Так, сейчас. Опа. Вот это хорошо меня приложило. Да уж. Кабанчик.
People preferred to die than fall to the Alliance.
The Donaya Exregal fight, as my mother did, to free our people from the lions. And now, they are ready for a great battle. I hope they will not end up like my clan.
I have to admit that the story of this attack is concerning. We should talk to Captain Rainhild about it. We can also inform him that the convoys will now be running smoothly.
Не хочу я больше с ними связываться, они реально дикие какие-то.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
I managed to trace the rebels who attacked the caravans. They will no longer be a problem.
You eliminated them?
Yes, Captain. Alas, these men were only a small part of the rebels that threaten you. I learned that they are planning to go to war with Hikmet.
We have been at war with the rebels for a long time.
They did not speak of skirmishes, but of a pitched battle. They want to free their imprisoned comrades and will stop at nothing to do so.
This is terrible news. We must prepare the troops immediately. I'll send a message to Governor Buran. Thank you for warning us, Your Excellency. You've given us a chance to resist their assault. I know it's not much, but I hope you'll accept this as a token of gratitude.
Thank you, Captain.
Что дали? Это весь, да, у нас? Здесь что у нас за миссия? Я его даже... Сейчас мы вот так вот сделаем. Тяжелое одноручное оружие. Ловкость 5. Так, мастерская есть. Надо посмотреть. Перчатки. Еще ремесла нету. Так-то у меня... Так-то у меня ресурсов вообще хватает. Давай 9 сделаем. А сосновая смола нужна. Зелье ловкости. Третий уровень науки, да? Установление брони. Зелье брони устанавливают броню, не укрепляют ее. А вон и вес. Все, короче, я все понял. Ну что, у нас только осталось до деревни, да, там добраться? Навеки на. Что-то еще он хочет от меня.
Glad to see you, my friend. I intend to prove to the Admiral that I fully identify as a Naut once more. Without regrets, I will have to go through a test of loyalty. It will certainly be dangerous, but with your help, I am convinced that I will succeed. So, shall we go and see her?
It would be my pleasure, but I'm too busy.
Did you want anything else?
Do you wish you were never given to the Nords?
How could I not be regretful? I never got to experience a mother's love or a lavish youth.
Don't you have any happy memories?
I do, of course I do. For example, I remember the first time I climbed up the shrouds. The incredible view, the dizziness, the sensation of complete freedom. It was an unforgettable moment.
I can only imagine how you felt. But it sounds amazing.
It was. I wouldn't trade that memory for all the gold in the world. Thank you, Desarde. You've given me a lot to think about. Did you want anything else?
I'm asleep.
Репутация еще двоечка. Так. Не, давай до деревни. Еще надо будет научные все искать эти. что типа дядя дал ученых. На этого, в принципе, я нашел. Что-то там никого не было. Пустое вообще помещение. Может быть, он, конечно, на втором. Знаешь, что я забыл? К торговцу зайти. Ой, я еще кузнецу продал. Что там, вес 80 у меня остался. Ну и другой торгует.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to see you again at the forge. What can I do for you?
Так, продать. Ну давай, кис, залезай уже. Что такое? Это все продаем. Это нам не нужно. Восстановление магии. Слушай, а вот насчет магии, кстати.
The best forge in Tier 3D. Blades, armor, locks, custom pieces made to order.
Плюс 10 сек восстановления магии. А это здоровье. Ну, здоровье я себе накину. Магический взрыв, урон. Сопротивление урону ядом. Не, давай это оставим. Мне восстановление магии не надо. Здоровье. Так, ну и давай попробуем.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to see you.
Сделать заказ. Бушлат штурмана. Нагрудник. Давай фиолетовый сразу искать. Броня равновесия. Броня равновесия 24-12. 24-12. Здесь 18. Тридцать шесть. Да, создать. Так, наплечник. А, у меня руды нету. Теперь. Везде чистая железная руда нужна. Да. А у кого мне купить тогда ресурсы?
The best forge and tier for a day. Blades, armor, locks, custom pieces made to order.
Bartir to mud. Oh no. Do you want to?
У него нету.
You will always be welcome here.
Обидно, что у него нету чистой железной руды. Есть, в принципе, у торгаша, я так думаю. Мы можем вот сюда еще зайти, сейчас попробую посмотреть на шахту. Может, она тут отреспавнилась. Что-то есть, что-то есть. Так, здесь я больше не вижу. Внизу там было еще 4 что ли? 4 штуки. Сырая, очищенная железная руда, чистая. О, отлично. Стой, еще там лежит, да? Посмотрим, вот сюда-то я не ходил. А, ну здесь все забором. О, на пеньке. Для боеприпасов самое оно. Где? Что они тут... Что-то они тут забыли рядом с городом. Укрепленные перчаточки. Середину. Одежда рабочего. Только от говна избавился. Опять она. Так, я вообще в деревню шел. Как раз к утру будем. Не-не, Васка, потом. Все потом. Красный лес. Жалко, что не рыжий. Тут город, что ли? А, деревня. Точно. Так.
We are arriving in my mother's village, Bedrais. There are wild beasts around us, we must be careful. The guys rad, who their spears know how to defend themselves, but we must be careful in the way going.
Да, они тут не такие опасные. Ну, даже не пробили меня. Броню чуть сняли. Так, зелье тумана это для скрытности, да, у нас? Кстати, тоже надо пару зелий будет скинуть в сундук. Так. Продолжаем. Что у нас тут? Драться будем? Драться не будем. А вон торгаш как раз есть. Прокатило. Да, видишь, спокойно. Так, мне нужна смола. Ой. Так, где-то тут.
This is where the spears of all past warriors are gathered. The branches are reclaimed by the tree and bring strength
Do you
to
want
the
to
village.
trade? Bird tear to mud. You are Siora's friend. Look, I have beautiful things to exchange.
Как ты обдолбишь. Не знаю вот насчет этих ожерелья. Боеприпасы 68 у меня, да? Можешь купить еще? Ого. Блин, ловкость 3. Оглушение, ярость. А что-нибудь из синего есть там? Так у меня-то лучше.
If you want to trade again...
Да, боеприпасы еще парочку куплю. Смолу. А, у вас... Блин, не туда смотрю.
If you want to trade again, you know where to find me.
Да, я знаю, где тебя найти.
Who do you think you are? By what right do you enter the home of our queen?
I'm the emissary of the Congregation of Merchants. I've come to meet your leader.
Come now, Arwant, you are not a watchdog. Where is my mother?
Siora, I didn't see you. You have come too late. Your mother has gone to wage a war. They left for Didekid Nadageis only a few hours ago.
Oh no. We need to catch up with them and avoid the shedding of blood. Please, haste.
Very well then. Let's be off.
На Львов они пошли, да? Понятненько.
In order to go towards Didegid and Nadagis, we must follow the path leading toward the heights into the forest.
Можно я как-то вот этой дорогой пойду? Хочу узнать... А, ну там... Я понял. Там нет ничего. Да ладно тебе, пройди ты уже. Ой, нет, надо делать вот такой вот круг специально, да?
Wait. We should go left here. It's a more difficult path, but it's much shorter.
Look at the tracks. They chose to take the path on the right, it would seem.
Before a battle, it makes sense that they wanted to avoid a path with more danger.
If it is dangerous, let's not risk braving it when time is against us.
We risk meeting a great many beasts. But if we follow the warriors, we risk catching up with them too late to sway them.
А, ну одни вот так вот пошли, длинные. Да пойдем коротко, налево.
Thanks for listening to me. I fear my mother may have already thrown herself into the battle.
Подумай, животные, что теперь? Ух тут такие животные, прям капец. Наоборот, опыта возьмем. Ну, человек там еще не может. Не попал, да? Характеристики. Меткость, выносливость, ловкость. Когда следующий будет? На 16 уровне, то есть через 3. А это у нас на 17. Так, что мы будем делать? Взлом замков. Ремесло точно нет. С большей вероятностью достигать успеха в некоторых вариантах диалога. Блин, я даже не знаю. Вроде из взлом нужен. Ну, давай харизму добавим, ладно. Так, навыки. Здесь у нас 3 очка надо будет. Так, я думаю, меткость уже до конца докачаем.
You are too late, Ciora. Mother has fallen and we are defeated. No, no, no. This is not fair.
I am so sorry.
Who is this man? He resembles one of us, but is dressed like a Renaigze.
I am the ambassador of the Congregation of Merchants. I'm sorry for your loss.
The congregation? And what side are you on in this war? Those that massacre our people? Essel, calm down. You know that Mother sent me to seek out allies. You show up when the fight was nearly over. Was this part of your plan? You know that these monsters are taking our own. They must make honorable amends.
The congregation is neutral. We hope to stop this battle.
Stop this battle? You are mad or a dreamer. This battle was destined. Our folk disappear one soul after the other since you arrived. We are not going to let this happen.
We did our best to come as fast as we could. And I fought by your side. Please, please take the time to at least hear me out. There has already been enough death and you are wounded. This is not the time for vengeance.
You may be right. Waiting for my vengeance will make it taste all the sweeter. I feel weak. Might I ask you to watch over our own Siora? I must return to the village. Go on ahead. We will tend to the wounded. Won't we now?
Yes. We will do everything we can.
And find my mother. Or her body if she is indeed dead.
Look at this massacre. How?
Find her banner. It bears the symbol of our clan.
Мародерствуем.
This way. There is a survivor. Let's heal him.
Чего? Куда?
Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors.
А, я понял. Они типа сидят, что ли? Да что-то не видно никого больше. Я сказал, что вот здесь кто-то был, да?
You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you.
Oh, these ruins are very strange. By what name did you call this place again?
Dadidak Heaton Nadagaze. There was once a battle in the past. A great victory for our clans.
Strange indeed. These walls are completely foreign to the styles of your own dwellings. Does this name that you gave the ruins mean anything in particular?
Yes. It means ruins of the first guardian.
I would like to dig around a little on the side. We might be able to unearth clues as to who actually built.
Ну да, что-то хотела. Так уж получилось.
beg of you, help me.
And still you dare to breathe. How can you hope that I am here to save you?
No,
What have you done with my mother?
Pity, I beg of you. I don't want to die.
Then answer!
Siora. Stop. Look at yourself. You're acting like a beast.
A beast has far more majesty than these monsters who have traded their souls.
They have taken her. The Queen. They took her.
Then she must still be alive. They would not have bothered to carry away a corpse.
She would have chosen death before capture. They must have wanted her alive. We must find her. You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you.
Так, а мне еще надо выживших, да, там поискать. Ну, что я больше никого не вижу. Последний.
Let's make sure. You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you.
Так, следующий у нас... Помочь всем выжившим. Так я вроде помог. А 4 или 4 из 5 было. Где они тут сидят? Нету никого уже, все. Где последний может быть? Точно не в лесу. Все вдоль и поперек уже все отбегал. Из 5. Я не вижу никого тут больше вообще. Какой-то лагерь там есть. А. Не какой-то, а который я могу сделать. Чтоб тебе. Даже на пригорок не можешь залезть, дебил, блин. Смотреть руины. Не знаю, где последний. Все же по 10 раз тут бегал. Где он тут лежит? Сныкался, небось. Вот вам, нет? Что-то было. О, я устал тут уже бегать в его поиске. Здесь точно его нету. И ладно, хрен с ним. Идем руины смотреть. Куда они его засунули, вообще даже не представляю. Так, руины у нас... Еще выше.
Look, there are some images on these walls.
Let's get closer.
This is the first time I've seen these drawings so closely.
You've never come here? You certainly seem to know the place.
This site is sacred and taboo. Everyone knows where it is, but no one ever comes here. All these colors are so beautiful. I never would have imagined that they could create something so delicate.
Who are you talking about?
Of those who built these lodgings. That my ancestors vanquished in a past war.
You know who they were?
I only know the legend. The legend of the Kid and the Daigis.
I'm listening.
It is said our people lived peacefully. Until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own. They dug great caverns into the earth, ripped down our forests, destroying everything in their wake. They were evil. The warriors killed so many people that even their own people came to fear them. Here they built a terrible city that spewed out clouds of cinder and death. Our kings and queens were desperate. They went to the heart of our island, and the island heard them. From the woods appeared the first guardian. He was taller than a city, and with each step it smashed a lodging. It was a guardian of Rat, and the city could not resist him. Since then, the earth answers our call for magic, and in exchange, we become all Manawi, in keeping with the pacts our kings and queens once made.
It is a very sad and terrible legend. I wonder who these people from the sea could have been. People from the continent, no doubt. Our Malachor might well be the cursed result of that war from another age. Let's finish our investigation of these ruins. There may still be a few survivors to save, but I will need to speak of this with Constantine.
Так, ну сюда я не залезу.
I need a bit of practice.
Обходить руины только вот с этой стороны. Пойдем, обойдем, посмотрим. Так, что у нас по весу? Все, fail quest.
We'll find nothing more of interest in these ruins. Let's be off.
Да не, по-любому что-нибудь есть. Так, поговорим.
On Olmanawi, my mother is still held in this outpost near Vigigidor. I must do everything I can to free her from the lion's claws. So will you accompany me?
We will do everything we can to free her. Do not worry. Let's go.
И вот это, да, отправиться на заставу. Еще один лагерь. Отлично. Сразу скинем ресы. Так. Давай, да, на миссию пойдем, на квест. В обратную сторону. Вырубили деревьев. Для чистокола, да, своего. Оп. Островитяне, за которым мне приказано наблюдать, каждый день уходят в лес. Я не решаюсь идти за ними, тут повсюду дикие звери. А мне еще жизнь дорога. Интересно, ради чего эти дикари рискуют жизнью? Туда в лес? Ну, пойдем глянем. Чё нам? Пацанам. Алтарь. Теперь можно навык. Позволяет кидать бомбы, которые наносят урон всем врагам в большой области. Вот оно, ядовитое А, нет, это покрытие. Заклинание. Бомба. Хе-хе. Пусть будет так. Заказы, видишь, какие-то там еще есть.
Halt! Who goes there? Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
Oh, well, you can come in, Your Excellency. But this savage, on the other hand...
Am I the one you call a savage, Renaigse?
This young lady is the princess of her people and she is with me. As such, I would appreciate if you let us through.
Very well, Your Excellency. Please go and find the captain. I'd feel better knowing that he gave you his endorsement.
Поговорите с капитаном на заставе. Разбойники украли груз, который предназначался для заставы. Поручите их, чтобы другим неповадно было. Груз можете оставить себе в награду. По нашим сведениям, шайка прячется где-то в руинах на территории островитян. Награду всякого, кто перебьет лис, которые повадились по ночам воровать наших цыплят. Эти поганые твари их жрут прямо у лагеря. Или уносят на юг. Убивайте их с одного выстрела, иначе убегут. Так, ну это, судя по всему, ночью надо делать, да? Закрыто. Гал капитана тут.
Well, who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation. Why are you at war against the natives?
Because they reject our presence. They've been attacking us for months. These savages, they stubbornly refuse civilization, and our men pay the price. We can't let them slaughter us without reacting.
Since you arrived here, you have destroyed the forest and ripped open the earth. And people disappear in our villages, the Onalmenawi first. We are only defending ourselves. And we are the savages.
Since we've defeated you, you can believe what you like. Anything else?
Allow me to introduce Siora, the daughter of Queen Bladnid, whom you faced on the battlefield. We understand that you brought her mother here, and I would like to negotiate her liberation.
Her liberation? That'll prove difficult. She's dead.
No! You let her die! You may even have finished her off like an agonizing animal!
We didn't need to. When we collected her up from the battlefield, she was severely wounded. She died on the way to the camp.
I want to see her body, Onalmenawi. Please. I must see her.
Can we see her, Captain?
If you're the one who's asking, Your Excellency, it should be possible. You're in luck. We were thinking about getting rid of it, but we received the order to keep her body. It's still at the infirmary. Ask the doctor. He'll show it to you.
Thank you, Captain. Siora, I'm terribly sorry.
Let's go see her now. I need to...
I'm sorry for your loss, Siora.
The infirmary must be the building on the right, near the camp entrance. Let's go.
Who are you? Are you looking for a doctor?
I am the legate of the congregation, and this is Siora, the daughter of the queen whose remains you're keeping.
I would like to see her. I need to see her. Please.
My condolences, madam. The body of your mother is back there, in the room on the left.
Слева. Вот это.
No.
I should give you some privacy while you're mourning. We won't be far.
And the Vorster too, Mater. Men sida denon mil frichteman. I must take her with me on Olmanawi. We must perform the rituals.
The captain said that he was instructed to keep her body. It will not be easy to convince him to disobey.
I do not care about the captain's orders. She is my mother. She must be given back to the earth.
So, let's go back to see him and try to make him change his mind.
You can try, but with all due respect, I doubt that you will succeed. He will not want to draw attention to himself by disobeying this order.
What do you mean?
I believe he is a traitor, and that he made a deal with Telemi.
Those are some serious accusations, even for a member of the Guard. Why would you believe such a thing?
I overheard a conversation that got me thinking, and I also saw certain documents.
We could use them to pressure him. Did you take them?
No, that would be too risky. I do not want to get into trouble. But I suppose they would still be amongst his other belongings.
Will they let us rummage through this place without protesting?
Most of the guards returned to Hikmet after the battle was over. If you are discreet, you should be able to enter the officer's building.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Shouldn't you ask the captain first? Maybe he'll change his mind.
You're right. Let's try talking to him before rummaging through the camp.
Где вход-то?
Your Excellency, what do you want?
We would like to retrieve the remains of the Queen. Bring her back to her people and her family.
That will not be possible, Your Excellency. As I told you, the Governor specifically asked us to keep her. He wants her delivered to one of his scholars who wanted to study her.
You have lost a lot of men in this battle. How would you feel if someone prevented you from giving them a proper burial? If you knew that their corpses were going to be given to some scholars to be dissected, wouldn't you want to have them back?
You have a way with words, Your Excellency. Yes, I would like to give them a proper grave. Take her with you. I'll find an excuse to give the Governor's men when they come.
Thank you, Captain. There. We managed to convince him in the end. We'll be able to bring the body of your mother back to your village.
Then let's go. I am eager to reunite with the saint and talk to her.
Да я и письмо заберу заодно. Записка. Так, куда нам? Сюда. В жилище, да? Что такое? Наверное. А, что туплю. Метка ж горит.
Our mother, I know, Siora. And the worst here say, some men delivered her remains here. They said that it was thanks to you. And the Renagze legate, thank you. We will be able to pay homage to our mother. Why are there mind shakers here, Aselt? I meant to tell you about it. They came saying that our mother had made an agreement with Teleme. But Mater did not tell me about it. She didn't say anything to me either. I do not like this, Iselt. These people want to drive us away from the land. I know. But we need help after the defeat. And they say that she made a promise set in stone. The spirits of the people of our village would have to go to the light, and in exchange they'd help us against the lions. This is impossible. Mater would never have done such a thing. They are lying, I'm certain of it. They may be. But if there really is a promise set in stone, we cannot break it. And we will have to bury our mother according to their rituals. We must verify it. I will not stand there while these mind shakers take our village.
Нет, не угадал.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiselt, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Could you tell me about Siora?
You are right there, and you let him talk about you like this? Asir? That's a strange friend you have there. Perhaps I wanted to hear how you'd reply. Perhaps, but I don't like this. Did you want anything else?
Thanks. Goodbye, Sel.
Что у нас там дальше по квестам? И поговорить с Константином о руинах. Привет. Ну и типа племена, поэтому они так и разговаривают. Надо продать все, что у меня есть. Весь хлам. Вот это, наверное, парадные кафтаны оставить. Да что такое? Чё, как там Бэтмен твой поживает? Далеко прошел? там еще выше можно подняться.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't appear to be in top form. Are house intrigues keeping you from finding proper sleep?
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental
Horizon надо пройти. Последняя миссия осталась.
And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke about a people
from
from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nords?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye.
Look out for yourself.
Там где-то я видел вопросительный знак был. Вот наверх. Как туда попасть? Вообще прям карта непонятная. Так, ну это вниз. Это вниз, это темень. Нафиг. Не, а так игру ничего, прикольненько. Побегать можно.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagase.
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nords, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
Найдите старую шахту, которая говорит госпожа
My lady, I have to go.
Маранж. Так. Западная дорога.
According to Lady Morange's instructions, the ruins should be in this area.
Так. Все? Мало вас, мало. А, я вот сюда еще не проходил. Давай забежим.
Look, up there. This is D3, the ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Да, сейчас
Some of the
найдем.
tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
Не боись. Ой, здесь как раз вон. И алтарь, и лагерь. Так, чего? Где она говорила? Оставшиеся очки единичка. Увеличит область действия навыка бомба. Кстати, да, я так и не попробовали навык-то. Сейчас посмотрим. Вообще это, наверное, навык прикольно на этих делать. На арене. Раз по большой области. Так, ну давай попробуем. Достаточно ярости, да? Да пофиг, все равно не пробиваются. Наверное, полностью. Сейчас посмотрим. Область действия 3 минуты. Ой, нет, не то. Расход ярости на атаку 100%. Понятно. Я думал магия. А оказывается ярость. А, точно, лис надо еще там убить. Как торговец, что ли, не доехал. Тяжелое одноручное оружие. Что там такого может быть? Все ж туман прет. Тут 13 уровень. Можно сходить на толбосса огромного. Поселок шахтеров. Так. Метку убрать. Сходить к торговцу, потом расспросить о шахте вообще.
Good grief. These are some unusual customers. Greetings, my lord. Yes, how may I help you?
I imagine that your customers are mostly miners.
Yes. For this reason, I mostly sell supplies and tools. But as you can see, I have some other riches. I'm sure this village will eventually grow larger. Who knows? Maybe this alley will become more lively.
Тоника следопыта. Тут мне все это не надо. Вот зачем они, блин? Все, так, а что ты у нас покупаешь? Ой, продаешь. Две рапиры. Молоты. Клейморы. А из коротких аркебуза, ружья, слушай, ну как он стоит? 258, меткость 1, да, у него? Все то же самое, все то же самое. Физический урон, выработка ярости, скорострельности 1. Убивание брони 60. Сколько у меня там монеток?
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Вообще отлично. Давай наденем на кого-нибудь тогда. Вот тебе. Фиг с ним. Пусть
The
будет.
entrance to Qualusone is here. The people...
Good day. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the ruins on the plateau?
You aren't the first to ask me about them, but the answer is still the same. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I wouldn't want to, but I've never been there. There must have been a path once upon a time, but it's no longer there. Maybe it collapsed. Some say that you have to pass through the mines to get there. A few of the tunnels do climb. It's certainly possible, I would say. But those tunnels are all closed, and we have better things to do. The iron ore, it doesn't come out of the ground by itself. Do you need anything else?
Talk to me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. They're really old. Centuries old. But those tunnels are full of riches. It takes little effort to unearth the minerals that we want. What more could we ask for? Seeing as how there aren't that many of us, if we were pressed to mine all the tunnels, we'd be too few. But the time will come, when folks hear about what we're pulling from these rocks. We won't be alone for much longer.
Найти способ попасть на платы через шахту. Ну, что я могу сказать? Погнали. Что еще? Пули есть. Зелье есть. Оп, задание. Погодь. А не задание. Внимание шахтеров. Объявляется сбор средств. Кто-то из наших повредил затворный механизм старой двери, закрывающий проход в шахту. Предлагается вкладчику купить детали, чтобы починить двери.
Hello, Your Excellency.
Я думаю, ты мужик.
Good day, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, such elegance. You really are honouring your uncle.
Про лампу-то я забывал все время. Она у меня есть. Но я как бы забил на нее. Болтяру положил.
Hello, you lost?
No. Why do you ask?
It's just that we rarely get visitors. Well then, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the ruins that we can see up there?
Not a great deal. To my knowledge, no one's ever been able to reach them. There were some officials from the city that came, but when they saw they couldn't easily climb up to the plateau, they just left. There must have been a path that caved in. Unless some sort of tunnel in the mine takes you there. Anything else?
What can you tell me about the mine?
It's ancient work. The natives must have dug it out a long time ago and then abandoned it. Even if it is strange work for islanders, it looks more like something we would do on a continent. We're trying to restore it. The rock is extremely rich in iron ore, but the tunnels are very old. You need to go slowly. None of us are in a humour to be buried alive. We did explore a few of them, and we're exploiting the closest. But others, nah, they're still inaccessible. Anything else?
If I got this right, this hamlet is home to only miners?
Yes. It's not been all that long that we've taken up residence here. For the time being, we've only been working a part of the mine because the veins run so deep in the tunnels. Hopefully more miners will come, and that will attract other craftsmen to our village. We'll see. Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again.
Не так легко и добраться, да, значит? войти.
Beautiful day, don't you think, Your Excellency?
Зачем туда лестница наверх? Давай, давай, поживей. Блин, вроде шахта, ресурсов опавших нету. О, ну хоть что-то. Нашел. Но я бы сначала походил бы здесь.
Must be a way to open this gate somehow.
The door is blocked. The mechanism that controls it is complex. And as would be expected, it is missing a part.
Чего не хватает-то? Чертеж. Новая шестерня. Так, сейчас сделаем. Не вопрос. Здесь же была мастерская. Новая шестерня. А у меня нету чистой железной руды. Хорошо, пойдем искать. Жух, мы так пугать. Нормально. Хорошая бомбочка. Смотри, тут всякие проходы есть. И закрыто. Стой. Это нельзя взорвать? Это вообще закрыто. Угу. О, смотри. Даже делать ее не пришлось. Очищенная железная руда как раз еще. Вообще кайф, замечательно. Так, я думаю, еще вот сюда подняться. По сути-то... Мы уже тут набродили нормально. Сундучок. Чуть не пропустил. Это сырая. Ну, ее можно как-то интересно перерабатывать тут? Нет? Все, закрыто. Че, пойдем посмотрим, что там за воротами. Упс. Нормально, живой. Я думаю, что можно через ворота было пройти. Можно было бы не взорвать проход.
There, the gate is open.
Да, вот смотри, какая раздолбанная. Не развалины тут. Ну давай, иди сюда. Так, и что вот после ловушки тут осталось? Сосновая смола. Важный компонент, кстати. Что, у меня фонарь горит? Стихийная ловушка, боеприпасы. Что за звуки? Что за музыка? Да, судя по всему, это какие-то начальные локации. Потому что дохнут они тут быстро. Оп-оп-оп, подожди. Оп-оп-оп. Где-то... А, ну здесь, наверное, можно было пройти, да? Чуть-чуть. Ну да. Непонятно. По карте показано, здесь нет. Ладно. О, смотри, мастерская еще одна. Вот лестница есть. Можно, как я понял, через дверь, да, пройти тут. Добраться до руин, ну да. Мне, в принципе, нечего даже создавать там. Зелья у меня хватает. Ух ты, боеприпасов тоже. Так, не упасть только. все обвалено. Пропустил. Так, а это куда у нас? Почему так в сундуках мало монет? Я не могу понять. Что это за 2 монетки, 3 монетки? А. Короче, понятно. Возвращаемся. То если было лень с деталей заморачиваться, пробил, прошел и забыл. С собаками тут не надо было драться. Так, что, да. Опять собачули. Блин, так не хочу ярость использовать. Смотри, какой, а? Думал, уйдет от нас. Так, там у нас что? Обрыв. Ага, пройти нельзя. Так, сейчас, секунду. Угу. Когда уже нормальные пойдут-то? Зеленые, минимальные, синие будут выпадать. То одни серые падают. Блин, что такой целый город был? Офигеть.
Finally, here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
I'll drown myself with the morning tide if these buildings are of native construction.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
Так, тут... ну, еще одна локация, понятно. Куда нам? Мария, здесь есть? Нет, здесь нет.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Вообще вот красота. Бомбу кидаешь и нет никого. Ой, там хоть здоровяк ходит. Древняя печать.
This seal. I know the insignia, even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
What nation does it belong to?
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal. No, let's continue to dig. I need to know more. I need to understand.
Дополнительно позволяет отправлять пораженных врагов. Отравлять. Тяжелое оружие, старая сабля. Ну, все понятно. Так, пойдем вот сюда вот. Здесь дерево растет. Окей. Вообще ничего сложного с этими мышками. Так, это ключ, наверное, от сундука. Че я подобрал-то? Даже не увидел. Да, вон старый ржавый ключ. Че он тут один затесался? Друзья выкинули. Все тут никто не застрял. Ого. Иди отсюда, кот. Иди. Так. Ну точно дойдет до ловушки-то. Ох, главное, не зарядил. Перламутр князя морей. Большой интерес для коллекционеров. 150 стоит. Опа. Ятаган. А ее улучшить нельзя. Так, ну а что мне еще тут? Во, сундучело. Жизнь становится совершенно невыносимой, несмотря на все усилия и все наши победы, мы отступаем. Эти дикари грозные противники, их слушаются корни деревьев, им помогают огромные существа, таких мы еще не видали. Эти твари приближаются, а мы даже не знаем, как с ними сражаться. Богатеи уже готовятся уплыть на кораблях нафтов. Само собой, нам они говорят, что на всех места не хватит. Мы все умрем, нас раздавят великаны или сожрут бешеные чудовища. чтобы этих ненасытных князей раз...
This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nords, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape.
I should have known as soon as we discovered those ruins that we were not foreign to these lands.
The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to decipher the name of the author. I don't think we'll learn anything else here. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same direction. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives, they were us.
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turn to you to help us against the Bridge Alliance. I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors. But this story is known.
I know. This will not help our relations with your people, that is certain.
And to think we helped you. I'm having trouble dealing with this, even if it does explain a lot. We're gonna have to keep this story under lock and key. The natives are not gonna swallow it easily without a long chew.
This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is gonna be furious when he learns this.
Рассказать Константину о находке. Так, я бы на самом деле... пошел бы еще подрался с одним боссом. Оп, 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 оп. Фрагменты записи профессора. Получается, здесь еще 2 штуки где-то должно лежать, да? Либо здесь. Я по лестнице еще не поднялся. Ну это ладно, сейчас там на лестнице не будет, не буду пока их искать. Ага, короткий путь. Здесь их нет. Все. Запись профессора я потом буду бегать, собирать. Так, где костер-то? Где у нас? Где у нас? Здесь, наверное, да? Долина Великой Битвы. Сейчас посмотрим. Там где-то босяра должен быть. Где-то должен быть босяра. Слушай, а что я тут алтарь не взял? Где же должно быть? Так, проскочим. Блин, я не помню, где. Все равно лагерь надо будет открывать. Погнали, посмотрим. Может быть, в черных землях? Так, кто меня там просит? Не, дружище, не сейчас. Не сейчас. Тоже не то. А мы сейчас посмотрим, как называется, знаешь, где? В кодексе, по-моему. Вот, заказ Дантрит. Тирдоп. Жалко, его нельзя как-то пометить. Тирдоп. Это не здесь. Слушай, а где же тогда? Вообще тут ничего нету. Ладно, найдем его еще. Одни загрузки, одни загрузки.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Что-то он не хочет. Так, нет. Ятаган надо сбросить. Ой, надо. Ингредиенты, да? В резиденцию с Константином. видишь, где это вот наверху? Второй этаж. Третий этаж. Подземный уровень. Опачки. Ключи. Не ломать им двери. Так, надеюсь, это дядька будет.
Cousin! You have returned! How did things go?
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case.
Где же там босс-то находится? Я забыл.
Eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The Congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We have other more immediate matters at hand. Have you met the island governors? Did they speak of their discoveries concerning the Malachor?
No, I have not as of yet been able to carry out that mission.
I know I have put a great deal on your plate, but this mission is of the highest importance, cousin.
I'll get right to it. Have no further concerns.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now.
Look out for yourself.
Сейчас даже загуглю, короче, мне интересно. Сражаться с ним. Одного-то я сейчас завалил. Вот он, бешеный. Кто там? Да. Я его видел, но забыл местность. Это только YouTube. Тут вообще ничего нету. Так, ну все, у меня осталось что, одно задание. Ну вот разрегионный можно еще написать. Так и знал, что надо фоткать. Вообще Google такого ничего не находит. Неужели никто не играет в эту игру? Вот, давай арену пройдем. Арена должна быть... таверне. Мне там как раз чутка осталось. Добить ее. Да что тебе все время сюда натыкаюсь. Дай пройти. Ловушки у меня вроде есть ядовитые. Патроны есть. Там на стойке стоял кто-то. Здесь, по-моему, кажется, арена. Да. Я буду вспоминать, где босяра.
Ready to excite the crowd? Perfect. As soon as you're ready, you can jump right in. You've grown to love their faces. You know their tactics. The excellents are back, and they are now more ready than ever to fight to win with all their hearts. The fourth.
Так, вот ядовитая ловушка, ядовитое покрытие. Так, зелье. Что у нас есть из зелий? Статья, не появился. Без брони не вообще ложатся так на ура. Так, теперь там здоровяк, да? Давай сейчас. Нет, ядовитые надо покрытие. А, не на это оружие. Ядовитое покрытие. Зелье. Зелье. Давай опять зелье ловкости. Да ты будешь сползать-то? Что, жив, что ли, кто-то?
Excellent. And the public really appreciated it. Now that was a challenge well won.
Ну что, пятый бой последний, заканчиваем.
As soon as you're ready, you can jump right in. Incredible! Who would ever have believed that our excellence would have risen so high, so quickly? And now, ladies and lords, here they are, ready to fight the ultimate challenge. Will they be consecrated champions?
Так, теперь какие-то гранаты, да, вон ядовитые бомбы. Что-то я не особо уверен. Чтобы против них идти. С неохотой сейчас, блин, продуешь. Так. Сейчас, секунду. Давай, ползай.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
Ну, в общем, на этом все. Всем спасибо, всем пока.